caption of this video is Houston Rodeo. Men don't approach women anymore. And of course, we're focused on the Houston Rodeo.
Drink the coffee, it'll make you feel better.
Now, believe it or not, this is the first time I've actually realized that the Houston Rodeo is in fact basically the biggest rodeo event on planet Earth. It's huge. And it only took a little bit of me scrolling through the videos from the event. And I looked at that and I said, you know what, this actually looks pretty fun and seems like a place I could actually take my family, right? It seems pretty cool. And that leads me to this other conversation in this video that we're about to get into. People are complaining that the chicks who are attending this event are forgetting it's a family event and are dressing like strippers pretty much and video vixens. So you have this chick here, rodeo outfit, and she's posting and of course dancing provocatively there. And the top comment reads, y'all realize the Houston Rodeo is a family event, not the club, right? Like it was literally created for the kids. And somebody responded back and says, right, at least change shorts or dress appropriate. There's kids and everything. And because we're dealing with feminist modern women who you cannot tell to be presentable in the presence of children, a lot of these women are saying things like, F the kids, literally. But before we get into that, let's get into our main video here. Men don't approach women anymore, Houston Rodeo.
I'm seeing something that's going on. Went to the Houston Rodeo, seen our people. The shit was amazing. Another thing I noticed though, man, fellas, men, hey bro, we gotta get back to approaching women, bro. We gotta get back to approaching women. It don't matter if they talking about, oh, they don't want to talk and all that shit. You know, we'll find that out after we speak. The Black Heritage Night, I seen a lot of men eyeballing women and they're not speaking. Like I seen a lot of women like looking the man up and down like, I see you looking, brother. What you gonna say? Say, dog. Social media is taking us out of context, bro.
Okay.
Dudes not shooting a shot no more. I thought the females was just complaining about something else. I seen it with my own two eyes. Me, I'm gonna shoot my shot. If I like you and I want you, I'm coming get you. I'm gonna try. You gonna have to tell me no.
So, of course, guys, like I've said, and I need to make sure that we are a little bit different here on the Coffee Pod. And I'm seeing that. I understand that most men know that men are going to have different opinions when it comes to this approaching thing. Overall, we can all agree that the incentives really aren't there, right? But there are men who are just looking for a good time, and they're not going to let anything stop them from approaching a woman if they really want to. I would say I was closer to that category before, of course, I was married and had a family, but it takes time to gain that type of confidence. And yes, you still experience the looks. I've told you guys many stories of where things went badly. Don't get it twisted. Your boy had a lot of success. Come on, it's Chisha Zed. But let's be honest. No one is immune to a woman who's bent on embarrassing you because you have to be vulnerable if you go and try to shoot your shot. What this man is now noticing is like, whoa, this isn't just a social media thing. Men really are deciding, hey, you know what? I don't see a reason here to approach. Either she's not choosing enough or they just are trying to have a good time and they don't want to go through the disparaging, deliberate embarrassment that a lot of chicks would try to put men through. And some of them just believe the juice isn't worth the squeeze. Regardless, I think it's a sad state of affairs for the women to have men who take the position of like, hey, I'm going to shoot regardless. And now they want to encourage men to shoot their shot. Hey, he's doing what he thinks other men should do. I don't think there's anything necessarily wrong with this. I get where he's coming from, but good luck is also my thought, considering the current state of affairs. Engaged or soon-to-be married men, getting a prenup doesn't have to be confusing. At fathershaverights.com, we break everything down in plain, simple English so you feel in control from day one. Here's one of our 5-star reviews from Logan. I didn't know much about prenups before, but the way everything was explained made it easy to understand. It didn't feel overwhelming or super legal heavy. It was just real advice that actually made sense. I feel way more secure going into marriage now. Grab the guide for the price of a couple of dinner dates by clicking the pinned link in the comments and join the hundreds of future husbands securing their marriages the right way.
I'll take 100 no's to get one yes. So ladies, as mad as I don't want to agree, you all are kind of right, bro. Dudes acting like they scared to speak to y'all in person. Like, so I don't know what's going on with this feminine energy, but this ain't me. This ain't my homeboys.
See, I don't agree with that. I don't think because you choose not to approach women that it's necessarily like feminine energy. I don't really that I don't agree with. Check out a few of these comments. Top comment who says gas just hit 350 overnight. We got bigger fish to fry, I fear. Somebody else who says it's sad. But yeah, I kind of get it. Nobody wants to approach a bill. Another person who says, oh, this is a chick. She says, we want y'all to approach us. It's insane. They just stare and do nothing. It's weird. Well, maybe you should approach. We're living in the time where if you make yourself more approachable to men, you'd be surprised what will happen. But in many times, like, there'll be nothing done on the other end to seem more approachable. And so all they will do is stare. This is the chick here who left the comment of they just stare, and stare they will. Somebody else who says it's weird that y'all think we're supposed to approach y'all 100% of the time. Approach us or simply miss out. What I do think most of them need to consider doing is doing more than just staring. You know, like shooting your shot isn't death staring somebody. Make yourself known. How bad do you want it? How bad do you want it? Somebody else who says they just want the outfit the woman have on, not the woman. So here you go. Now you're calling men gay. Another comment here says they don't want us. They want you. They just want to be us. See? You see? Another person says, I had a dude approach me at the rodeo last night. Unfortunately, he was 20 years old and I'm 48. But I give him an A+ for effort. She goes on to say, because he was brave and smooth with it. LOL. And somebody else responded back and says, girl, the YNs have no shame. LOL. I'm 45 and I experienced this too. You told no lies, twin. LOL. They be speaking. LOL. Yeah, this is pretty common. The older you get as a woman, the more younger, this is documented, more younger men see you as more viable. Somebody else who says, yep, but it's both parties' fault and fear of rejection. Okay, there we have a woman there who shared it's needed. Somebody else who says they don't approach us anymore. I want to be approached. LOL. Ooh, check this out. See, like the problem is you get cute. What's the point of getting cute, going to an event, and you being upset that you didn't get a chance to turn anyone down? All right. If I really think about this deeply, a lot of these chicks must feel real silly. Real silly. Getting dolled up, dressed up, showing up to an event, all for men to ignore you. It must be painful. It must be sad. Another person who says, I miss how it used to be, shaking my head before feminism was at full effect. The guy who made the video says, I'm speaking. LOL, even if it ain't to shoot the shot, I'm speaking. Got to let you know I'm here. Yeah. Have you guys heard of the female fatigue? I might do a video on that. Some women are just good to look at. That's just the honest truth. And you know they would be exhausting to talk to. Another person who says somebody had to say it. He responded back and said on G, shit was looking crazy. This is a chick blaming social media. She says social media has warped people's minds. They're scared to approach and afraid of rejection. Rejection builds character. It's so easy, right? It's so easy. You got to be ready to be embarrassed approaching chicks today. Trust me, I've been through it along with the successes, of course. But, and I know I'm going to get the dudes who are going to be like, yeah, every chick I approach comes straight to the crib. Jeez. Let's see here. Does it happen? Of course it happens. But people like to act like that's just how it works continuously. Some people. So we have a chick here who chimed into this conversation. Let's check it out.
Okay, what's up, y'all? So I'm just getting in from being outside in Houston. It's so packed here due to spring break and the Houston Rodeo. But I wanted to get on here to talk about this video I seen earlier today by this guy. I don't know his name, but he was mentioning how like the guys here in Houston, at the rodeo. He was at the rodeo and he's seen a lot of guys just observing these beautiful women and nobody were approaching them. It was so many beautiful women at the rodeo and nobody was approaching them. And I wanted to like piggyback off of that because that is a thing out here in Houston. Like the guys will literally stare you down and not say a word. And if they do approach you, they'll get your number or your Instagram, but it's just like they don't know what to do after that, or they were never taught as a man what to do after that. Like even the conversation at this big age is like, okay, like, right, like what time's dinner? Like, did you set reservations? Like, it's just, it's not, they don't give that here. It's all flashy and show, and honestly, I think that the guys think they're the prize here. Like I feel like Houston is the capital of the man thinking they're the prize.
The guys in Houston think they are the prize. I'll be curious to know how much the women outnumber the men in Houston, particularly the black men, particularly the black women, right?
I mean, that's just my opinion. Don't, boom, shoot, boom, gun down the messenger. I don't even know if I can say that, but yeah, hopefully they don't get violated. But anyway, yeah, it's bad here. It's so bad. Dating scene is terrible, to say the least, in Houston. And yeah, y'all go watch that video because yeah, he on point with that. And he's really like saying what the women have been trying to say for a long time here in Houston, what these guys need to be doing. Like, why are you just staring? If you miss, you miss. Like, shoot your shot. If you miss, you miss.
Just do it. Just shoot. Hey, this is hilarious. This is hilarious. If you ever asked a chick if she shot a shot before and gotten rejected, they remember that shit to the T, right? What happened, who was there, how they'll never do it again. You're a man, you're supposed to shoot your shot. Doesn't matter if they're terrible. Doesn't matter if she might record you and then make a story time about you, call you goofy and post you up online. It doesn't matter.
Take that L. Keep missing so you get that W.
I'm not saying not to do it, but like this advice should come with a bit of understanding. At least preface it by saying, "Listen, I get it. I know how we can be, especially today. But please, we need some begging, right? Please." Top comment here says, "This place sucks. It's a sad case. Players get chose in Houston, baby." That's funny.
I got she's out at the rodeo. What about the kids? What about the kids? Them. All right, they're at a fucking rodeo. There's a carnival. There's toys. There's games. Why do they care about ass cheeks? They're not looking at that shit. You're looking at that shit. You're upset, not the kids. Stop fucking lying. On top of that, I've been to the rodeo numerous times. The bottom of cheek is the most you'll see. It's some cleavage. Y'all are acting like the girls are walking around with their lips out, and they're not. I've seen it. I literally work in nightlife, and they come from the rodeo to my job, and they're not dressed that crazy. Stop it. Because all it is just projecting insecurity. That's all it is. It's not really ever about the children, because the children don't give a fuck. They can't even really see that shit. They're too focused on cotton candy and hot dogs and shit. You're the one that with clothes. When I was a child, if I saw some shit that confused me as far as what an adult had on, and I asked my mom, hey, why do they have that on? She would say, because she wants to wear that. Mind your business. why are you looking at her anyway? And I would listen because I was a child and I only cared about the shit my parents told me to care about. I didn't care about anything else that was going on. So I didn't even know to care about it. Like I didn't even care about that kind of shit. I didn't think about was out and where. Because I was like 6 years old. Why would I care? Why would I care? Why would I care?
Listen. You feel me? If you know me, you know I'm 100% never pandering. I'm team fellas all the time. But for you dudes who talking like him, players get chose. Yeah, players do get chose. But players, you know what I'm saying, still gotta look, make themselves accessible. I'm shooting my shot. You feel me? I'm shooting my shot. If a bitch wanna shoot her shot, I love it. But 9 times out of 10, women got super prideful shit going on. So they be don't want to shoot their shot, but be wanting to shoot their shot. So you know what I'm saying? All y'all dudes who talking about y'all don't shoot y'all shot at women no more and y'all tired of rejection, man, they got 2 places. Prison got and men. And there's a lot of punks and DLs going on. You heard me? Hey, like Devin the Dude say, the more for me, y'all. The more for me, I'm single. So if I see something I like, I'm shooting my shot. I'ma let it be known. I'ma look. You feel me? If you look, you took. Understand me? If you look, turn your head, but you hey man, you took. I'm coming for you. If I want you, I'm coming for you. I don't know what about y'all don't shoot y'all shot and y'all don't approach women no more. That don't resonate with me, man. You feel me? Man, I'm a hunter. I'm a conqueror. I'm going to get what I want on my soul.
Already, I think you know we are the prize in the city. She responded back with this. Interesting. All right, so the rest of the videos I'm going to play are on the topic of people who are speaking about how people are showing up to the rodeo kind of dressed crazy, particularly the women. Let's start off with this one.
Here's the gimme gotcha. How are y'all truly surprised that you had a bunch of women, a majority of women going to a rodeo, a family-friendly rodeo, with their coochie out and their butts out and their titties out? How are y'all shocked? They listen to prostitute music. They have absolutely no self-respect.
Ooh.
They don't understand that you can still look cute but be modest.
Okay.
They don't understand that. So
facts.
I'm confused as to how y'all don't understand that. But that's not even the crazy part. The crazy part is you have women coming on here saying, well, the children, they see way worse, they listen to way worse, they watch way worse.
Damn.
And to that I say, whose children? Just because your children are subjected to gutter snipe activity, that doesn't mean that everybody else's children are. Because
yeah, you know, you can only understand this once you're trying to raise up some like respectable kids. Because the more I think about this, would I want my son walking around and you've got this chick over here doing this dance that she was doing around this time right here? No, I would not want that. That would be inappropriate. And no one understands this until you imagine a man doing the same thing. Like imagine a man humping the air and like trying to bring the focus to his private parts. All of a sudden now everybody wants to call the police.
Let me tell you, my children are not. My children don't get to watch what they want to watch. They don't get to listen to what they want to listen to. They are not in rooms where women are half naked. So just because you raise your children like that doesn't mean that everyone else does. But that's not even the craziest part.
Right.
The craziest part for me is these women had men. These women had husbands and boyfriends and men. You can miss me with well, we can't tell our wives or our girlfriends what they can and cannot wear. And to that I say, are you not the leader of your home?
Come on now. I am shocked at the amount of men who are okay with not leading their households, okay with incompetent female presidents, And I've just realized that matriarchies exist and it affects the mind long term. You know, it's amazing to me. And if you are a man who does have control over your household, protect your sons, protect your daughters, get out here, dominate the other ungodly female-led households. It's so easy to win.
Are you not leading? Are you not setting the tone
Right.
for your home
Right.
and what is and isn't acceptable?
Right, right.
But you guys are raising future women.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not shocked. I'm more surprised that you guys are shocked. Duh, they were going to do that. Nobody has self-respect. No one understands that you don't have to go out here half naked to look cute. And they listen to prostitute music. Duh, what did you expect?
Of course, guys, I'm curious to know what you think. Leave your comments down below. Till next time, I'm out. Peace. Hey, guys, as always, I appreciate you for checking out yet another episode of the Coffee Pod. To my currently engaged or soon-to-be married men, if you need a prenup and would like a guide that shows you how to get a solid and legally binding prenuptial agreement, hit the link into the top of the comment section and access your guide at fathershaverights.com today.